is how do dreams help us heal?
How do dreams help us heal? Well, what is really interesting is in the ancient world, in ancient Greece, when you wanted to go to the doctor, you would go to a dream temple. The first thing the doctor would do is to say, you need to go and spend a night in a specific room and you need to dream because your dream is going to guide the healing. Firstly, the dream itself will be healing, but also it will guide whatever medicine you're meant to be given. And what's interesting is to see how modern science is picking this up. We have neuroscientists who are speaking about the fact that they understand that sleep, one of the key functions of sleep, might in fact be for us to dream because dreams have such an important role to play. So, this understanding that we as a physical system is actually self healing, we have so many mechanisms in the body that help us heal. It makes sense that we would have similar mechanisms that help us heal psychologically, that would help the soul move forward and evolve in our lives. And that's actually what the dreams are for. So one way that I like to think of it is if when you sit on your keyboard and you click Control Alt Delete and it opens up the task manager on your system, it actually shows you all the programs that are running in the background. And when your computer gets stuck and it's glitching, it's because something is happening in the background. There are too many tabs open. You've got too many processes going on in the background. And the operating system can tell you this when you click those buttons. And this is exactly what happens in our dreams. We go to sleep and our operating system goes, okay, I'm going to have to somehow get through all your silly defenses because all you can think about is making money, or all you can think about is getting that partner, or all you can think about is getting a promotion. And I need to get through to you. How am I going to speak to you in a language that you're going to understand? And so the dream comes up with amazing images. It throws perversity at us. It throws murder and maim and blood and guts and all kinds of weird things that you would never think of to try and get your attention. And even then, we ignore it. Even then, we go out of our way not to listen. So the key is to stop and pay attention to this wonderful resource that's happening, this wonderful thing that's flowing. And you go, wake up and go, what the hell? I just had an image of a rat running through a pile of dirty dishes. Like, where did that come from? Oh my God, I'm going to go to my dream book and I'm going to look up the symbolism of the rat, and that will resolve it for me. Oh my gosh, it's my intelligence, it's my wit, it's my scurrying mind. Okay, that's what the book says. Oh, that's done and dusted. Or I can go and say, what are dirty dishes? Oh no, that's the symbolism of, the oppressed feminine in her domestic cage. That's what it's about. Because somebody on the internet told me that. And this is also a problem. It's just another defense. We still don't actually meet the dream. And so my work specifically is to say, let's throw all that bullshit out. How do I get you and your dream to become intimate? How do we get you to make love? How do we get you to become partners in your own healing? And that is a system called dream tending. It's not dream interpretation, it's dream tending.
Wow, that
So,
was so entertaining. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of an analogy. And I think also the importance of rather the confusion of what dream tending is to dream interpretation, and how, like, I'm so guilty of having a crazy dream and Googling it to make sense. And then you're right. Like, it gives some sort of catharsis, and off I go on my merry way. And this important message is bypassed. So, coming to someone like you can help do this dance and actually become dance partners with the dream rather than just moving on by. I love that.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, this is the thing, because dream tending, we would, instead of saying, okay, well, what does this mean as if this dream is far away? We say, how can I let the dream speak? So instead of going, what does the dream mean? I go, who's here now? Who is here now? What is here now? What is it like to be here now with rat dishes? What does it feel like to be in this room and in this space? What is coming up for me? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? Maybe I can even speak to the rat. Maybe I can be the rat. Sometimes in dream sessions, we would use movements. So you'd actually go and say, well, get into that feeling. What is it like? Your little whiskers when you walk around. What do you scurry, feel like? What is the sense? What is the mood of it? What does that bring up in you? When you stand in front of the sink, what else is in the room around you? When you look around behind you, where are you? Is there a window above the sink? What do you see through the window? Oh my gosh, there's a storm coming. What does that feel like? And so, landscape and space and 3 dimensions and sound, those things are far more important than what somebody else has decided the dream might mean. And the key to dream tending is like tending a garden. It happens over time. So perhaps through tending this dream, rat becomes a friend because I now understand what rat wants. I understand what rat is doing in my sink. I understand where rat wants to go. And now rat becomes one of my allies. Now I've got a little rat picture that I drew after the dream that sits on my wall next to my bed, or I've made a little sculpture that stands on my altar. And when I'm in another dream and I need rat, I can call rat in and I can say, I don't understand this dream. Rat, can you go into that little hole and check out what's going on for me? Because we have a relationship. And that's what tending the dream means over time. And what's wonderful with the skill is that you can use it in other spaces. So, for example, Megan and I actually train together. So she and I have a lot of these conversations. In psychedelic work, you'll have these images that come up. But if you're skilled in dream tending, you'll be able to use them and play with them in the dream space. And even after the psychedelic space, you can actually use this tool to integrate. So it's a very powerful modality. It's a skill that you learn.
Wow, it's such an unfamiliar world to me, and I just can see your passion and your play. It seems incredibly playful and creative, which could bring up a lot of maybe inadequacy and fear for some people that are like, what if, I don't dream or I don't remember my dreams. Um, and yeah, so what would you say to these souls?
I would say we all go through phases where we don't dream. It's a cycle. There's definitely, you have to trust your own medicine. If it's not coming, you don't have to force it. There will be times when you don't dream. If you want to dream or you sense that there's something, there are tools that you can use. So one of the things that is important is to understand that dreams don't only happen when you're asleep. You don't have to work only on nighttime dreams. There are ways to close your eyes and activate your dream capacity while you are awake. There's something called active imagination. You can recall an old dream, or you can go into an experience that you had during the day and think your way into it and create that as a dreamscape. And with that, you will stimulate your dreaming again. So as you do active imagination, you build your imaginal muscle. It will awaken your dreams at night. There's also tools like sleep hygiene, like actually going to bed early, making sure that you have a good night's sleep. You keep a dream journal. You set an intention that you want to have a dream. There's a whole lot of tools. I'm not going to go into them, but there are ways to activate your dream life. Yeah, the short answer.
Thank you. Thank you. You've opened up a whole new world, and I look forward to going into that world tonight.